Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost a close family friend to cancer. She will be buried today. Yesterday we were busy removing the body from the morgue. Of course, we went up to Game where she will be buried, Game Ramola. And after this video, I'll actually be going straight to Game, and that can explain why this week will be a bit slow, and can also explain why yesterday I was not able to produce any video. But there's something I really wanted to talk about yesterday. I've been planning, but because of time, I've not been able to talk about it. For those who've been following the politics of the Republic of Kenya, earlier this week, Raila Odinga officially launched his bid of becoming the chair of the African Union Commission. That event was attended by several heads of states. Former heads of states, Obasanjo and Jakaya Kikwete, were also present. But one man was missing in action: Uhuru Kenyatta. And I asked myself, why would Uhuru Kenyatta, of all the people, decide to boycott such important events? Because remember, Uhuru Kenyatta is a former president. As a former president, it means he was part of the African Union Commission. He has friends. And even the fact that he's an immediate former president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta needed to be present when these several heads of states were coming into the country. That is my own opinion. But Uhuru Kenyatta was missing. We also know that, okay, we can talk of politics, but Uhuru Kenyatta declared Raila Odinga his president sometimes back. That mimi, president wangu, ni Raila Amolo Odinga. And we all know that between 2018 up to 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta worked very closely with Raila Amolo Odinga through the handshake. In fact, Uhuru Kenyatta used to refer to Raila Odinga ati ndugu yangu mkubwa. Raila would call him ndugu yangu mdogo. And of course, politics about two things, which is the interest and betrayal. I don't know whether Raila and Uhuru have betrayed each other, but it's now clear that their interests are not converging. And on the day Raila Odinga was launching that bid, I saw Azimio wing, Kalonzo, Jeremiah Kioni, Eugene Wamalwa, addressing another press conference on that particular day. And my conclusion was that press conference was actually convened by none other than Uhuru Kenyatta, because Kioni speaks for Uhuru Kenyatta. Kalonzo Musyoka, the Kalonzo Musyoka I know, if it were not the influence of Uhuru Kenyatta, Kalonzo Musyoka would have attended Raila Odinga's event, because he confessed that Raila Odinga actually invited him to that event. So the question is, why do you think Uhuru Kenyatta boycotted that very important event? That's exactly what I want us to interrogate in this video. But before I do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money back to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates. You can only feel this after trying. And the money will be delivered instantly into your Mpesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the pinned comment to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, because of time and because I want to go and send off my good friend, Mama Junior, one of our closest family friends, I want to be very, very brief. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Uhuru Kenyatta boycotted the event? Number one, in my view, is that Uhuru Kenyatta feared being humiliated. Now, why do I feel that Uhuru Kenyatta feared humiliated? On the day William Ruto was being sworn into office as the president of the Republic of Kenya, he sent one man, Rigathi Gachagua, to humiliate Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta was humiliated in front of former heads of states. Uhuru Kenyatta was humiliated in front of the entire world. Rigathi really humiliated Uhuru Kenyatta. And now there was this event where one of the closest allies of Raila Odinga, of Uhuru Kenyatta at that time, who was Raila Odinga, was being launched by none other than Ruto. Maybe Uhuru feared that he was going to be made a laughingstock. So for me, up to that extent, I agree with Uhuru Kenyatta. But sometimes you don't give the devil its due. You deny it. He would have just gone there. Then maybe if he was going to be humiliated, he would have taken advantage of that, politically speaking. But I think Uhuru Kenyatta feared the humiliation. Number two is the fallout between Ruto and Raila. You see, between Ruto and Uhuru. You see, the truth of the matter is that the fallout between Ruto and Uhuru is serious. When you see a former head of state not attending a state function and is just there, you know that fallout is deep. Because even in our constitution, it was expected that once a president retires, he becomes a former president, then is entitled to A, B, C, D. Uhuru Kenyatta has confessed to the entire country through Tanzania that Uhuru Kenyatta is not benefiting from some of those benefits. So which means Ruto is punishing Uhuru Kenyatta. And Uhuru Kenyatta is also planning to revenge on William Ruto. And because of that fallout, these guys are not seeing eye to eye. They're not. I remember when Moi was still alive, former president, and Uhuru was the president. You know, Uhuru would always go to Moi. He would always go to Moi. He would always visit Moi. This fallout here is the reason why, for example, Uhuru is not comfortable with the Ruto supporting Raila, why he also boycotted this event. Number three is the handshake between Ruto and Raila. The truth is, Uhuru Kenyatta is still very bitter with Ruto, and now Ruto entered into some kind of handshake with Raila. Uhuru is also now very bitter with Raila. Now it means Uhuru is bitter with the two people. He's bitter with Ruto, he's also bitter with Raila and that particular handshake. That can explain, because, you know, at some point, I've been talking to a lot of people within the political circles, and they were telling me that the biggest problem Uhuru has is that he wants to ensure that William Ruto is defeated in 2027. And he was banking on the support of Raila Odinga. But from all indications, Raila is likely to work with Ruto. That's something we can't rule out. We are talking politics. Politics about interest. Ruto is serving Raila's interests better than Uhuru. I want just to give you an example. If you look at the handshake between Ruto and Raila and the benefit, for example, because politics is local, the benefit to the Luo community. Let's begin. Dr. Amos could not be confirmed by Uhuru Kenyatta for almost 3 good years. Ruto came into office, he has already confirmed Amos. Dorcas Oduor, the DPP, I was talking to some member of parliament yesterday, and he told me that Raila really pushed Uhuru to nominate that lady. Uhuru was like, no, for what? Several others. Ruto is even appointing a Luo to serve as the minister for finance, something which has never happened. Uhuru Kenyatta had that opportunity to do all those. Yeah, so it's not very bitter with that handshake, because the truth is, based on the way Ruto is moving, he might actually win the support of the Luos. That is a fact. Yeah, the only problem with William Ruto is that he's doing nothing. We are almost second year, almost. Yeah, Ruto has done nothing, zero, in terms of development. Uhuru did a lot, for example, even in Nyanza here. But you see, politics sometimes goes beyond the development. Number four, I also tend to think that Uhuru is also very bitter because clearly William Ruto has refused to facilitate his office. Uhuru Kenyatta has an office for overseeing peace process in the DRC, and I think in Ethiopia. But sometime we've seen Uhuru Kenyatta going to Uganda to board aeroplanes from there. Of course, there was the fear that Uhuru feared that he might be taken out. But it only confirms that indeed his office is not being facilitated, and therefore he is very bitter. And he's actually trying to communicate that to those other leaders, because I'm sure maybe Museveni even called him, hey, boss. Uhuru was a very good friend to Museveni. Oh, boss, I'm coming to Kenya. Can we have a... No. Me, I'm in Boston. I'm told he's in Boston right now. And lastly is Azimio Politics. Let me ask you, do you think Azimio can survive with minus Raila and minus Karua? Because Karua has already left. Kalonzo and the group are pushing for Raila Odinga to also exit the political scene. So I tend to think that Azimio Politics is also at play. When you talk of Azimio Politics, I'm talking of Jubilee, where Ruto decided to forcefully take control of the party against Uhuru Kenyatta. Things like those. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my take. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.